Alright, I'm back with the Realm series. This will be the second part. As you can see up there on the upper left, I have played 1,162 days. The last time, we were at like 911 or around there, 920 or something, around there. But in this video, it will be edited differently. Instead of building on the same day and then like speaking at the same time, I think I'll change it to I'll build it for a couple of days and then afterwards I'll just talk over the video and I could explain what I'm doing. And I think this format will be better. It'll give me more time to just focus on the build and not say like, oh, I want this 5 blocks high, oh, I'm gonna change this. Instead I could just talk over it, and I think that will save me so much time, especially while I'm building it. It's not that I can't talk at the same time while building, it's just I think it's more effective if I just build it and then talk afterwards. And I did mention that this entrance thing took me 57 minutes to make, and I feel like that was a little bit too much time for me. I think I could have done it in 50 minutes 37 minutes, but I guess it makes sense, the details in it and the size of it. And the progress I've made is you can see at the bottom, these are andesite, so it's like slightly darker, as you can see right here. It's like just one shade darker. It's hard to notice, but you could definitely notice it. But yeah, it's like one shade darker. And so yeah, I went all the way down just to the tip of the water so that I could add rocks or like rocky grounds or stuff like that. The best example I give is like, just imagine like an iceberg, right, where all those like spiky ikes are sticking out, except it goes all the way to the bottom and it's rocks. That's like my best explanation of what I would want near these balls. And as you can see, I also did the bottoms of those as well. The greens is just for the type of pattern I would want to go for. And yeah, I think that's at least like, I think like 7,000 blocks, because I remember in my satchel I had about 10,000 inner sight, and yeah, it went down. Oh yeah, and I got the totem I'm dying on, because it's not that I'm afraid of dying, it's so that I don't lose my stuff into the void. Because what had happened was the chaos cube update came out, and then when you die, your item just like falls into the void. I had to go back 30 minutes into this realm, because if you didn't know, the realms automatically auto save, so I had to go back 30 minutes to get all my stuff back. But yeah, essentially if you die, your death cube, which has all your items in there, just goes all the way into the ground. So that's why I have a totem of dying, just in case that happens. I don't want to lose anything. So on this part, I would like to just work on these right here and potentially get to the that middle part. I probably won't get to the glass part, but I'll just have to see. But when I get to those, I might have to ask for help just to fill it all in, like just a giant wall. And yeah, I'm gonna begin. So there we go. I'm starting to make the arcs that would have went in here, and I did decide like how tall I wanted it to be beforehand. You'll see like later on, it's hard for me to decide like, oh, left and right, this side or this side, this side looks better or this side looks better. It's easier in the beginning, but towards the end I just feel like I was like losing my mind, like, is this better or is this better? I don't know. It's like I need a second opinion type of thing. Also, if you didn't know, I do have a Instagram page where I would like to put more Minecraft builds in there, but for the moment there's really nothing there. And surprisingly, I got a whole singular follower, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure if it's like the same person on YouTube, since they have the same like 3 last letters, NYD. I'm not sure what that stands for, but I did see that and I was like, oh, this might be the same person from my YouTube, because otherwise I don't see how someone could have found my Instagram page without seeing my YouTube channel. So that's great, 1 follower. and there's really nothing else there except the house I made, which is supposed to be like a little joke. But I guess I could show like a little preview of what collection I call them I'm working on right now. It's just a prototype right now, but it's a blue whale. I do plan on making other whales because I am a big fan of animals all around, except for frogs, if you know me. So yeah, the first collection of animals is gonna be like marine animals, like whales and stuff. So I do plan on making the blue whale, the sperm whale, the humpback whale, and of course orca, which is like my favorite sea creature. Yeah, other than that, like this isn't final. You know, I showed my buddy and he just like tore it apart, man. Like he was just crapping all over my build. Like he was acting like he could do better. And he was like, man, this should have been this. This should have been this. You know, he was basically like the guy who just like points out your mistakes, but like, you know, you just gotta tell him like, okay, then you go do it. No, but all seriousness though, I just took them all as like a what did you call it? Advice, I guess. So he said make it like a dark blue. So the final product, that it will be probably dark blue. But yeah, you know, I didn't take it to the heart. You know, I didn't go, oh my god, he is crapping over my blue whale that I made. Now I don't want to make boats anymore. You know, and I'm not like that. I just took it as advice, and you know, he's kind of right? Like it might look better dark blue. I don't know yet, because I'm gonna have to go make it dark blue later on to see if it does look better. If it does look better, then it looks better. And you know, I can think of like, hey, look, this looks better. But other than that, it's gonna be cyan for now. So like once I built 6 thing for a collection, then I'll upload like a showcase on my channel. But yeah, for that one follower on my Instagram, you know, you got something to look forward to. So you know, that's good, right? I'll probably release that picture after like an hour of this video being uploaded. Alright, so there we go. I did the sides. As you can see, the left and right side's different. The right side's like inwards one, and the left side's outwards one. And it might be obvious which one I choose, but at the moment, it was not. I was like, okay, does this look better or this look better? You know? So I do end up deciding the left side, and as the build gets going, it gets very it gets tough for me to decide which side I like better. Alright. See, I'm just like looking at the wall, like deciding like, oh, that one fence here, and yeah, this doesn't look very good, but you know, I try out everything until you see the final product, of course. But this is not what I decide on. You know, I just wanted to see if this would look good. It did not. It did not look good. There we go. I tried some patterns there on the side, but I really didn't like it. I wanted to go for something like asymmetrical, but I was like, you know, I'll just make symmetrical. Make it easier on myself. Alright, so that is what I decided on. As you can see, there's like more arcs on the inside and the pillars. And I think after this, I just decided to go up and just work on the middle part. I think as I was working on the middle part, I was like still thinking like, do I want it so that you're able to like walk on there and like look down or not? I did decide to make it so that you actually can walk on it and like take a, I guess, a nice view. And I decided to add like a rim to it to make it look nicer than just, you know, it being flat, which I do think it ended up looking pretty nice. Like right there, as you can see, it's like rims. I think that looks very nice. And then right there, I just fill in the walls, which I could have easily done by asking somebody for help as well. I mean, it's not like a hard thing to do, you know. It's like filling the wall. I think right here I add like a little thing, like a little, I guess, little tower thing on the side. Yeah, so right now I think I decided to add like a little tower on the side. which I do think it ends up looking pretty nice. And this video may have taken like a long time to upload. I think I'm going on to like 8 days. I do get pretty busy, so well, busy as in like I play other games, and I just forget. But the next part though, it will not take that long because the concept of it is pretty simple, so I don't think it's gonna take me that long to do. I think it's gonna be very cool. So you know, there's a night shot right there, in case you wanted to see this at nighttime. So yeah, at this moment, I had many ideas. It's not that I ran out of ideas. It's just I got too many ideas that I just can't decide. Like, oh, I like this one better, or you know, this one's better. So I just go grab my blocks, and I just said, you know what, let me just put these down, and just start, I guess, working on the things I already am 1000% sure I want it like this. So you know, I grab the blocks. Alright, and then I go to the top, and the triangle part, I know for sure I wanted a, you know, smooth stone block. So that's what I started filling in with. And of the time I was recording this video, you know, it was a couple of days before. For some reason, you know, I was just in a party with my buddy, and we were just done playing Overwatch. We were taking a little break, so we were both on like Xbox Home. And then, you know, this guy, Zico, decides to join our party. And, you know, honestly, it felt like he just came in the party and just yoinked my buddy to go play something else with him, man. What the hell? Like, who the hell does he think he is, man? But, yeah, he just came in there and just basically just yoinked my buddy. They just go play Ready or Not with him. It was all good, though. It wasn't really like that. It was more like I guess buddies playing games. But if you're watching this, Zico, you know, I invite you to the room, man. You know, feel free to accept the invite whenever you want. All right, so that's the finished product right there. The triangle, I was 1000% sure I wanted a smooth stone, so that's why I did that. And the two little things that's right next to the middle triangle, I wasn't sure what I wanted those to be, but I did have a build in mind, but I just wasn't like 100% sure I wanted this or that. So yeah, I decided to do the big triangle on top because I was like 1000% sure I wanted that. And keep in mind of how it looks right now, because day 2 it's about like there's gonna be way more moss. Like, it just gets way bigger. All right, and that is for day 2. As you can see, you guys got a lot bigger left to right, so that will be the max width. It will be, so as you can see on the far left and right, the two little pillars going down, that will be the absolute maximum width it will go. The depth though is gonna be way deeper, and the height is gonna be way higher as well. But yeah, there's just a lot more I'm gonna add. So if you thought, you know, for somehow I was close to being done, not even close. I think I probably only done like 1% or 2 out of this whole cathedral. So after that, I decided to work on the pattern for the other wall, and you'll see, I think the sides will look different, because I was so undecided on like which type of pattern I want to go for, or which one I think looks better. And looking, so I decided to make this like stick out one, so it has even more depth to it, which I think looks way better. I'm gonna add more depth with andesite. And that is how it looks like so far once I did the pattern. As you can see, the left side, it has like the pillar block, and on the right side it has the smooth stone. I just decided to make the smooth stone since I think it looks way better than the pillar. I just leave like the side to be in the pillar. And for the middle part, I think I did that like off camera, so you don't get to see the process. But I did think of making windows there, but ultimately I just decided I'll just leave it all filled in and just do a pattern on it. And as you can also see, I did cover up all the moss for the top glass mosaic part, I guess you could say. So it's all like stone right now, but later on I'll add in some glass. Probably not in this video, of course, but like in my spare time, in the background, I'll probably add windows to it or glass. And so there's me looking back once I've changed it to smooth stone, which I think looks way better. Looking at back right now, I think I want to change the pillar stones in the other wall as well, make it like smooth stone. I think that might look better. And here I just decided to start working on the pattern here. I'll sped up the video even more right now. I wasn't like 100% sure what patterns I was going for. I think I was just going for like whatever just came up, like nothing in particular, you know. I wasn't going for like an animal or anything like that. It's just like a random sigil type of thing that I was trying to make. So this is like what the first iteration looks like, but I think I decided not to choose that one. Or actually maybe I did. As you see right there, the two sigils are different from left and right. I mean, it's hard to tell, but it's mostly the difference is like the bottom part, or like the leg part, I guess you could say. And I think I'm leaning more to the left side. And right here I just decided to make some more towers that are right next to like the roofing part of the wall. And like that's what it looks like right now. I didn't see like little towers, like there's gonna be like 4 of them that I want right next to the roofing part. And I'm missing the jump right there. And I believe towards the end I just like started to just building up the walls. And I did mess up right here. I wasn't supposed to like bend in like that, like go in one. I was just supposed to just do it straight, but yeah, I ended up making a mistake here, and I had to destroy it all and move it 1 block, which was kind of painful. But no, it's kind of like it is what it is. You mess up here and there, but my end product though, I will not mess up, and there will be no blocks that look off or whatever. It will all be intentional. No mistakes. There's me, just more of me just splitting the walls. One of the sides, I think. Or did I do on both sides? Yeah, one of the sides. Because I think I just started to end up running out of blocks. Yeah, I was looking at my inventory. I was like, is this gonna be enough? I don't even know. Alright, so that was the cathedral part. Like I said, you know, I'm probably like 1 to 2% done with this whole cathedral. There's like way more to do, of course. Like that's just how long it's gonna be. I think I did a pretty good job. I have decided I'm gonna go for the left side of how that pattern looks like from the bottom. Cause yeah, if you look at this, it kind of looks like a kid, as you can see, like the legs and arms. So I'll just stick with whatever this is. I think that looks better anyways. But I'm pretty much done making the parts for the cathedral. Not like entirely, but like it's on like dedicated video for it, because I will be working on it in the background, like little piece here and there. And I will probably do another cathedral part when I get to the windows, and by then you'll probably see these green finally be patternized. And the next time I do a video on the cathedral, it'll probably be me working on the windows for those sides, and then potentially finishing the statue, but I'm not 100% sure, not yet. But the next part are gonna be released quicker, because it will be straightforward. Because for the next part, what I want to do is go to this giant tree over here. So yeah, I want to go to this giant tree over here and start working on it. That height is probably not fixed it'll probably go higher, but I'm not very sure yet. But I do have a crazy idea for this, which will be the next part, so you just have to stay tuned for that. This is a pretty big tree, as you can see, and I think the branches are gonna be crazier. So yeah, that's what I want to do for the next part, working on this big tree. I think it's gonna be exciting because for the longest time I've struggled working on trees, but over the time I just gotten better at it. So it's gonna be very exciting for me, at least. And I'll get to take a little break from the cathedral, because I feel like I was just going crazy, thinking like, does this look better, or is this better, you know, stuff like that. So this will be good. I'll leave it in the description of my Instagram, so if you want to just see builds, you can go see over there. I will start posting on there because I did start finally making builds for it, so it's gonna be very nice. Those builds I might potentially build in the realm as well, and it's not gonna be like exactly 1-for-1. Like I might change up the colors of it, the size of it, you know. So it's gonna be very nice. So finally, that one follower on my Instagram can finally see a build today. Well, it's very nice. So I guess that is it. Stay tuned for the next part of me working on this big tree.